density obliterated from our bones and teeth, for this is where our separation and humanness was held. Our bodies, cells, and structures breathe, expand, contract, and communicate in ways the human mind cannot quite comprehend. Every molecule of us broken down over the separation of time to rebuild itself, now faster in every moment. These dormant encodements continually activating, restructuring, reshaping. Nothing is fixed here. All changes shape in every moment here. Our physical structure ever changing from solid, liquid, gas, plasma, different biochemical combinations of these now. So very much is going on. We are evolving in a multitude of ways. Organically, we are coming alive. Our bodies were asleep, dead. It was backwards. The afterlife here is a physical experience, and our bodies no longer program zombies, release the old programs and activate new ones. The physical body waking up is an intense one. Everything of the old human existence within us dies, and the density is released, purged, cleansed, chiseled, cored from our very physical structure as our crystals activate from inside of us, and our shape takes new transitional shape form. Our physical matter bodies are not as they were before. Our existence is very different here. And so I'm going to pause on that. I myself have been going through this. When I read this, Lisa had posted it, and I was just like, oh my God. And I was like sharing it with anybody I could get to just like want to listen to me for a few minutes. And like I had my soul sister come over. I'm like, okay, I've got to read this to you. And I was speaking it to my beloved, and we're like processing it. And everything that this is saying is what's going on in me personally. And so it brought so much confirmation for all these ascension symptoms that I've been having. Like I'm walking through Target, and all of a sudden I feel like wavy energy. I can't see people right. They get all wavy, and it's like I'm looking through a mirage. And then I feel like I'm floating out of my body. Like my body doesn't feel solid. And sometimes I'll feel like my heart just speeds up really fast. My stomach feels really weird, and I feel like electricity moving through my body. Usually it hits my crown, and then it's moving through my body. And so typically what I've been doing is I'll just move away. I'll like go to the bathroom or something, and I'll just sit down and like, whoo, angels, is everything okay? And I'm like tuning in. And what they've been telling me is, you're fine, sweet one. We're helping you stabilize. You're just receiving a new inflow of light frequencies. They'll tell me, oh, the solar flares are actually hitting your planet at this time, and you're feeling the effects of that. Just sit here for a moment. We're helping you stabilize. And I swear it's like I'm tuned into the mothership, and they're just giving me a radio signal. And this is something I'm telling each of you because I feel like, if I'm experiencing this, and Lisa's experiencing this, and I'm sure many are experiencing this, we are going through this, and we're helping to anchor these light frequencies for humanity. But if any of you listening have been feeling weird and just feeling sick and feeling tired and just off, I really want to encourage you not to go into the old human programmed response of, I'm sick, oh God, do I have a disease, and got to go to the doctor and find a symptom. But and tune in, because if you really intuitively feel you have something sick that you need to take care of, go there. But I have not needed to go to the doctor, and even though this scares me at times, I will tune in and I'll ask my guides, and they're like, it's all fine. You're changing from the inside out. You're becoming more crystalline. You're becoming more light. And so they'll tell me all this, and then I will kind of go into deep meditation at times and just let the process happen, and then send frequencies out to the planet. So I often feel called to help assist with a lot of global activations and just clearing energies, and then holding love and holding space for those that are moving through it. But once I do that and I process it, I feel great again. And it's kind of like going offline, and then I come back online and I just know stuff, and I feel more awake, more aware, more powerful, more strong, understanding at a deeper level. There's been a lot of shifts around my heart center. So some of you, if you've been feeling a lot of like tension or pain in the heart, the chest, the back of your heart chakra, I encourage you, your shoulder area, tension there, to really go into meditation and thank your angels for assisting you in just softening in the heart space, allowing you to let the walls drop. We've all been conditioned to create these walls to protect, and it's time to drop the walls. It's time to let them melt, because in order for us to really let these frequencies of love and light move through us beautifully, we have to clear all the resistance, all the blockages. So an interesting that's been happening in myself personally is as I was going through this process and a lot of these shifts are happening in me. Yesterday I was teaching yoga and I just woke up and I just was processing a dream with my ex-husband who I have not, had the greatest interactions with in a while. And in the dream, I was just like telling him, like, I still love you. And it wasn't like I'm in love with you. It was that I love you. And when I woke up and was processing that and telling William about how, what the dream was about and everything, I was like, I feel like I'm different. Like every day, I feel like I'm different. And I'm not the Tanya I was yesterday. And like the concept of time is really strange to me now. So I feel like as you all are shifting into these new holographic realities, we're really realizing that we're multidimensional time travelers. And what I know I'm doing is I'm here, and then I'm also other places multidimensionally time traveling, and then I'll be back here and I'll know things about the space I'm in, and I'll process it very quickly, and then I'll understand the frequencies I'm picking up on. And so in a sense, it's almost like becoming very much like a computer in our energy. We can just process and scan an energy and then know stuff about it very fast. But we also feel the hit of it, and then we have to kind of take back, contract that energy, and then expand it back and share the messages with humanity. So I encourage you just to be really in a space of trust and love right now, and just let yourselves be different. Let yourselves let go of everything you feel like you are, everything you feel like you need to control and that you think you are. Be willing to let that go and just really melt into the divine and trust that everything is happening for your highest good. An image that my guides keep showing me when I'm going through this is I will see like inner energy, and it's like shaky and it gets fearful inside of me. And then I'm just like, whoo, I'm letting it move through, because it's not just me. It's like I'm picking up on so much in the collective. And they'll show me the visual of the movie Breaking Dawn, where Bella, she becomes a vampire, and it shows her laying there, and they don't know if she's dead or alive or what, but it shows her insides, her cells are changing, her bones are restructuring, her DNA is changing. That is exactly what's happening to us. And so my guides keep showing me that image, because they're trying to help me understand that though I might be sitting here very calmly breathing, and, I'm driving in traffic, or I'm sitting down in my beloved's family's house for dinner, and I feel like I'm floating out of their house, I can realize that it's because there's things changing in me, and not to go into fear. So if any of you are experiencing things like this, if you want to work with me as a mentor, contact me, because I can help you a lot personally. But just trust that everything happening to you is happening for your highest good, and the best way to handle it is to go into a space of love and not go into fear. So like in the beginning when this happened to me, I would get kind of afraid, like, am I dying? And it would like agitate the situation. I'd feel more resistance. But when I could calm my energy and just be like, okay, I'm love, I am open, I surrender, I allow, and just stay in a place of love. I'm excited. I'm excited for the changes. I'm excited for the new earth. I'm excited for all that is coming in. I release and let go and trust. It moves very sweetly and gracefully through us then. So I just want to nudge everyone on that. And I'll pause again before I read more. Is there any other questions or any questions at all?
No, they're just sitting there, and I guess they're just sitting there and absorbing what you're saying.
They're just like, is she a freaking alien? And yes, I am.
Some new faces there.
Nice. Well, you guys, seriously, write to me. If any of you, I have a question for you. Who of you listening is having stuff like this happen and feels like you're having ascension symptoms? Or maybe you didn't know that until just the show. Maybe you thought you've been sick and you just felt weird. Who of you is going through that? I'd like to hear. And then anybody that has anything they've found helpful, share that with the feed. Anything you want to share. This is a conversation, and it's way more fun when you can conversate with me. So bring it. Okay. So I'm going to read a little bit more. Holographic transmitters, our crystalline structure transmits the hologram based upon the geometric codes and sequences. Our body template, continually upgraded in light, and at the perfect time for us, when the light quotient has been met, is restored to our original cosmic template, and the physical upgrades go full-blown. The physical human body, continually adapting and upgrading, this is a very physical experience, becoming living bioorganisms with superconscious expanded energy fields that are bioplasmically charged from inside our bodies, from each living and breathing cell. Everything is constantly moving, charging, emitting, transforming, and mutating. Our brains challenged here, for we cannot exist as we once did. We exchange human intellect for ancient knowledge as we become the unified field. So when we're becoming the unified field, this is the unity consciousness, and this is what I'm assisting with the angelic auric clearings, is helping humans, animals, whoever's ready, to clear all that duality from within, all the inner resistance and conflict that is in the mind, clearing old cellular memory, and then assisting in activating that unified field, the unity consciousness, or you could call it Christ consciousness. This is the unity field where we come into more like a hive consciousness, and we realize we're one. And we get to that crown chakra in our experience, and the crown blasts open. We open up to source, we receive, we share, we give, everything, all is love. And there is no resistance here, there's no separation here, and there's no fear here. And so this is really the ultimate destiny for all of humanity. And you can resist that, and it will feel like an ass kicking, or you can let go and surrender and ride the wave, ride the frequencies of the light, and allow them to activate within you and embody the shift within, and you will feel new and different every single moment, because like she's expressing, it's all changing very quickly. And this is not a brain thing. This is not about our logic grabbing hold of something and putting it in a box, because once we've gotten to this place of expanded consciousness of the unified field, we realize we're one with source, and there are no limitations, there are no boxes. And so this is going to challenge the hell out of those that are very, in their logical thinking, and they need to have a way to analyze everything. Let go of that need to do that. Just surrender to that. Know that, yes, that's been there, and I now release that so that I can actually allow the integration of my divine masculine and feminine to rise in the highest frequency, so that I can experience and co-create as a free sovereign being of light my highest holographic reality. Yes, that shit just came out of me, Amnon. That was amazing.
Well, that's very good. Yeah, and there is a question, or more like a comment. Robin is saying, Tanya, you've just expressed in words what I've been experiencing lately. Yay. I've been aware of some major shifts occur afterwards. At first, I was fearful that there was something wrong with me. Yeah. I saw multiple specialists, had test after test, and everything came back normal. As I was going through this, I really started paying attention to my spirit. Good. It's as if my intuition has become stronger, and I feel like a different person.
That is beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that, Robin, because yes, and look at her saying how she's getting tests and all this stuff, because the old human paradigm way of thinking is something's wrong with me. I need to go to the doctor, and I need to go have them tell me what's wrong with me. And where we're at with this shift, that's not where we want to go. And when we go there, they're not going to find anything, because there's nothing wrong with you, but you are changing, absolutely. And at a level soon, we will, science and spirituality are coming together, and they're unifying in the unified field as well. And there will be confirmation and proof of the shifts in the genetic makeup of the human form as we start to, we're changing, shifting, mutating, restructuring. There will be scientific evidence of this. But for now, it's good if we're just staying in that space with our intuition and we're honoring what's going on within, and we're not going into fear, because just like Robin's saying, she felt that